du cœur d'Afrique.
Greetings, families. Welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. This news is from Burkina Faso. Yesterday, 13th of August 2025, there was big decision taken. This news is about employment and it's about social housing. The first one is about competition to compete to get this job because last year we were told if you have to get a civil, you have to compete. It's not all about your qualification because they want to know if you are fit and well to do the job. The best one takes the job. 1,360 plus will be employed into whatever sectors, education, and more that they have choose. The concerning the housing subsidy for those who cannot afford low income earners will get subsidy for their houses and many more. Families, I'll be back.
On behalf of the Ministry of Public Service, Labor and Social Protection, the Council has adopted a report authorizing recruitment through direct competitive exams without training and through selection based on application files in order to operationalize ongoing actions. I must remind you that access to the civil service is granted either through direct competitive exams, professional competitive exams, or selection based on application files. Selection based on application files, as provided for in Article 21 of the Law on the General Status of the Civil Service, specifies that selection on file is a variant of competitive exams. In total, 1,367 civil servants will be recruited to operationalize the ongoing actions, including 778 who will be recruited through direct competitive exams, not followed by training. Next, there will be 589 recruited through selection based on application files. This will include 479 community teachers, meaning teachers who are already qualified and working in areas facing significant security challenges. Additionally, there will be 110 inspectors and senior technicians from the cadastre who are already qualified and will be recruited to support the ongoing cadastre reform. The total estimated annual cost for these recruitments is 3,757,544,987 CFA francs. The impact on the state budget for the year 2000, the 2025 fiscal year, is estimated at 627,457,498 CFA francs.
The Council of Ministers of the day meticulously examined and subsequently adopted a comprehensive draft decree concerning the specific eligibility conditions and detailed procedures for gaining access to social housing programs within the nation of Burkina Faso. This is an implementing decree of the law on real estate promotion in Burkina Faso, which stipulates that the procedures for access to social housing are specified by regulatory means. So, the decree that was adopted today establishes clear principles in line with the directions of the President of Faso. And it is now clear that social housing will be built vertically. So from now on, multi-story residential buildings will be designated for social housing. Detached villas will only be an exception in the production of social housing and will be authorized only after careful and thorough examination. And to qualify to benefit from social housing, the requirement is to have an income that is less than 8 times the minimum wage in Burkina Faso. And the access arrangements include simple rentals, rent-to-own options, but also free of charge for indigent persons and those declared wards of the nation, according to the regulations in force. And to ensure transparency, and especially to avoid multiple allocations of social housing, a digital platform will be developed and implemented. Whether it's for applications or for reviewing the allocation files for these social housing units, everything will be done through a digital platform that is currently being developed. And regarding the sale prices and rental costs of these housing units, a joint decree with the Minister of Economy and Finance will be adopted and issued subsequently, which will further specify the sale prices as well as the conditions for the transfer of these social housing units. So this decree truly allows us at the ministry level to move forward, especially in reviewing and processing applications for approval from social housing cooperatives. These cooperatives enable citizens to come together as a group and benefit from state support to build social housing for the benefit of their members. According to the guidelines we have received from the President of FASO, we ensure that those who are already beneficiaries of housing are excluded from the allocation of social housing, and naturally, subletting is also prohibited. So it is no longer acceptable for you to obtain social housing by presenting conditions that make you eligible and then subsequently sublet these homes. That as well is banned under the decree that was adopted today.
Souvent tombé, mais toujours debout. Ton rêve reste fier, doux et fou. Sur ta terre rouge pousse l'arbre de demain. Burkina, ton nom ne s'éteint. Même quand les arbres grondent au loin, l'espoir dans les cœurs trace le...
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. For the competition, for the employment, well, many of us here are aware of that, so I'm not surprised. But when it comes to the housing, I remember a comment when I shared the housing, the estate some time ago. Somebody said that this house is not every Burkinabe can afford, because I think it worked out. Somebody did this a favor and work the monthly, what do you call it? The monthly mortgage was around $300 or close to $300. So the comment was, not everyone can afford it. This is for the rich people in Burkina Faso. Yes, the government has listened, and this one is going to be for the low income, as you heard already, people who can not afford those other ones, and the government will subsidize it for them. I said, great, this is great news. The only thing attached to it, which is also great, is you cannot rent it as some people do. Some people do that a lot in even the developed countries. They will cry, we Africans will spoil it for those who need it. They will go and get it, and then they will rent it to families and friends and pretend. I work with a lady who used to do that. Disgusting. Yes, I'm not telling you where it happened. It's not good. So as the law goes, if you do that and they catch you, you'll be in big trouble. They will take it from you entirely. And by right, no one's supposed to do that. This is for people who cannot afford. So yes, if you pretend that you cannot afford and you take it and you're going to sell it, that is no, they will get it for. It's better you borrow money for that person, because I'm sure they have to deposit certain money to get it. Yes. So this is what I want to share with you. The last time I heard something like this happen in Africa, it was during late President Gaddafi time. A lot of people told me about that he even built houses for in future children, those houses that they are dismantling them now, throwing bombs on them to spoil them. Many of them were built for future children. If you are from Libya or you've been to Libya before, please let us know. In the 90s, that's what they said he used to do. And having said that, I just remember Ghana. This current government, President John Mahama, was building one like that close to where I live. And what happened was, when he left power, ex-President Nana Akufo-Addo left that place, neglected those apartments, and what happened? They destroyed them. They went and steal what they can steal from them. They moved the taps and a lot. It was from Prime Minister Sam George. You might hear the name Sam George, the powerful minister in Ghana. He was the one who stood up because it was in his locality. He was the one who stood up and stopped it, sent people there with cameras, video them, shame them, president, sorry, the ex-president wanted to sell everything. Can you imagine? They were building those apartments for those who cannot afford to buy in Accra, affordable houses. It's there now, regretted. But as he has come back, I'm hoping he will look into it and get it done. And because some judge is still there, so hopefully by the grace of God, they will make it well because it is beautiful and it was creating job for a lot of people. But when they stop working on it, well, people lost their job, the machines, they were left there destroyed. That's one thing about my country, Ghana, I don't like. When there's development going on and the president is not in power, the next one will not continue. They will just leave it to destroy. Anyway, I'm talking about Burkina Faso. Good things in Burkina Faso. I'm now boiling you with um, what happened in Ghana. I'm sorry about that. That was what came into my mind, and I hope it will not happen in Burkina Faso. Anyway, credit to Faso 7. My families, I will leave you here. Thank you so much. If you have any experience about that, let us know. My VIPs, my kings and queens, thank you so much for your support and everything you are doing to help on this channel. God bless you all. I'll be back with another news from Mali. Thank you.